All right, guys, and we are live and we are back. What's going on? And thank you guys for tuning in. I was actually live earlier on my channel playing some Brawl Stars with the Echo Gaming, and we are finally here on YouTube right now, guys. And today I am actually, or this evening or tonight, we are actually chilling with the CT from Crazy Hunters. As you can see, guys, we are actually in CWL from Crazy Hunters. We are not doing so hot, but maybe we can actually vent off some steam over here with the CT and tell us what's going on and what's been going on, what's been happening in Crazy Hunters. So CT, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm not doing too bad, brother. Doing all right, you know. It's a nice Wednesday evening, you know. We're trying to, you know, just give everybody some content, you know, and try to explain, you know, what we view from our side, warring.
Right. So lately, there's been some good attacks, there's been some bad attacks, and of course, we actually had some, you know, we had some mishaps, but of course, you know, we're gonna make it through. We're gonna make it through. That's what these CWLs are. So how do you actually see these CWLs? Are they fair? Are they not fair? I mean, tell me what you think.
Basically, what I think is they have a lot of players to go through. So, I mean, they have to scan through the entire world to try to match up you with the perfect match for these CWLs. Yes, there's still bumps in the road for them to get through, as, you know, we may see here further on with our matchups in Crazy Hunters, you know, 10v12s, you know, a few of the rounds. But I mean, I think that they do very, very well. It's just they gotta, you know, get the small niches in the system to where they can fix and, you know, adjust to get more, you know, 11v11s and 10v10s, etc.
Right.
But I think they've done very, very well. And I mean, I must say, you know, granted, we've had some mismatches here in Crazy Hunters, but man, we have done some awesome attacks, you know, especially reaches.
Right.
And it's amazing how, I mean, even though we've lost a round, but we've done some amazing reach attacks, especially yours, Shockwave. I mean, in the last war, I mean, that was some tasteful content to get to.
Thank you actually for saying that. Can we actually go back to that attack? So, and I'll let you actually kind of walk through that strategy. I want you to actually see what you saw when I was playing. Like I say, for me, it was more like adrenaline rush, trying to actually, you know, get through the Town Hall 10 with my Town Hall 9, which was like, you know, it was just nerve-wracking for me. So I couldn't think at the same time, you know, like, I wonder what they're going to say. So I'm going to start this attack, and you tell me actually what you saw right here, because like I said, all I saw was actually Town Hall 9 going down. And, you know, there he is, right there, 11 versus 11. And of course, there might be a little delay right here in the stream. So just start talking whenever you see the attack going on, okay? So.
Okay, sounds good, man. Well, first off, I mean, we have Shockwave coming in with witches from 9 and 6. He's got the golems to tank for them witches. And he has 2 single target infernos. He throws down that jump spell. And he throws down the jump spell to the queen. Now, what that allows is them bowlers to sink into that core. The heroes are going in to take out the CC and the queen. Then witches are going to keep on tanking on the outside. But they're going to move into the core to distract them Teslas and the Expos as well. What he does here is he doesn't pop them abilities right away. So that allows him to save them for when they get into the actual core of this circular base. And those witches and skeletons are going to keep on tanking on the outside. Pops the King's ability to push them through to the cannons and mortars. That queen is just doing work in the core, taking out the Expos in Town Hall, taking out all the trash buildings, And then that Golemite is still tanking on the southern eastern side on that dual cannon there and the bomb tower. And I mean, it's just a wonderful 9 versus 10 attack. This is the first 9v10 that I've seen 3-starred. It's just amazing. Amazing how he's getting that 3-star. Those skeletons just keep wrecking this base. The queen's pushing through. He's about to pop the ability here. Witch is still on the eastern side, wrapping around the base. There goes the queen ability. Takes out that wizard tower, and it's basically wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, after that. Nothing else needed. Queen and witch is fooling this attack up. 1 cannon left, that's it.
So how about that, man? I mean, check it out, guys. 9 versus 10 with the level 2 Infernos on a single mode. That's probably what actually gave away this attack for me, guys, because like I said, it was just unexpected for me to actually pull it off. But let me pause right here. Hello, Knight Rider, Blazing Trey, Ender Knight. What's going on, guys? Yes, I have a CT right here, guys, from Crazy Hunters, and he's actually debating if he wants to actually start his own YouTube channel. So I'm trying to kind of warm him up into these things. And CT Hunter is, I mean, CT from Crazy Hunters is actually right there saying hello to everybody. So yes, we have actually had some really tough wars, as you guys can see. For the first 2-3 wars, I've been actually facing Town Hall 11s with my Town Hall 9. Yes, it is somewhat unfair, but at the same time, we don't like to complain, guys. I mean, it is what it is. CWL is actually either supposed to make you or is supposed to break you, guys. So there is no room for complaints. Just do your best, try your hardest, and do what you can. So we are standing right now in a new war number 5, actually, guys. As you can see, there's still some attacks to put, but as you can see right now, guys, I'm paired up with another Town Hall 10. And of course, I had to drop down to this number 11, which was actually number 12. So that the drawing came all the way from number 8 to actually attack my mirror. So guys, as you can see, we haven't actually been, getting some really, fair matches, but at the same time, it is what it is. So CT, what else we can actually pull off from here? Is there any attacks that we can actually highlight from here? Or what is here that we can actually show to the public?
Do you want to go on the 5th war, or do you want to go on the 4th war?
Oh, we can go back to the 4th war.
Okay, if you do go back to the 4th war, I would like to highlight a couple attacks, actually. Besides yours, of course, which is probably the best one of them all. If you go to number 7,
okay,
on the 4th war, iCookie,
okay,
the Christian. If you actually play that one, I mean, that's an amazing attack as well.
Okay, we have a somewhat weak Town Hall 11 here, right? With Infernos and Eagle Artillery. So, and this is, as I believe, in Town Hall 10 going against Town Hall 11.
Correct. iCookie put on the boost, so he's going with a bow witch attack. He's throwing them giants in front of them, the wrecker. That way it tanks for the wrecker, so it can push further into the base and get all the way to that core. The bow witch is just doing work on the outside. He's got the heroes and some bowlers in the middle at 12 o'clock. They push in. Nice freeze on the eagle and both Infernos. DC pulls out his Electro Dragon and Loon. Queen's going to do quick work of that. Witches are starting to come in behind, and then it all just starts spreading out from here. CC is down. Half the base is done already, and all he has is the queen ability left if he needs it. I don't even think he needs it on this attack. Witches come in behind, and they're just tearing up that cannon and archer tower on the west side. Bowlers are continuing doing damage on that double bounce that they have, which is wonderful, especially on these lower level walls, for them to be able to get through. Those skeletons, even though it's 10v11, I think Bowwitch is still a strong attack. Especially, all he's got left is just clean up. He's got plenty of time to clean up. and that's it. I mean, it was just a simple attack that, I mean, just ravished this base.
Beautifully done by O.KlaN, and of course, you know, it was very well projected and well planned. As you can see from the beginning of the attack, everything funneled just right, the way it's supposed to. Some troops did actually walk from the east side, but they finally actually merged back into the base and finished off, and that's why it's actually important right there. What else can we show you guys, or show the people?
Let's take a look here. O.KlaN had a great attack. Also, let's see. Besides yours, I mean, we can look at my sloppy attack on number 3.
Number 3, okay. And you are what, Town Hall 10, right? Going against Town Hall 12. Okay, well that's actually pretty.
Town Hall 10 going through a weak Town Hall 12.
Okay. Let's go ahead and play that one.
As you can see, I got like a weird mix of that El Primo in there, just so it can tank. I try off getting this baby dragon at the southwestern part, the funnel for the queen, so that she can go in towards that town hall.
Okay.
Use the minions to clean up, get a few percentages on the outside end. I'm going to throw in the El Primo on the western side to get that mortar and Tesla to pull the CC for the queen walk.
Nice.
As that's happening, I'm trying to, you know, just do a little bit of cleanup on the outside. I get that CC pull. It ends up being an Electro Dragon and a Loon.
Nice. So you triggered the troops pretty nicely there, man.
Correct. And then I get this Queen Walk going. It didn't go as planned, though. I take out that Archer Tower, the Tesla. Man, that Electro Dragon's slow coming, so I gotta get that taken out as well. So I get that taken out with that poison, slow it down a little bit, and then I try to drop in the wall breakers. I end up doing that just a little bit too late, so my queen doesn't break into that compartment.
I see, and she just walked off, huh?
Correct. So she continues to walk off. So I have to drop my siege machine to break into that town hall so that I can get at least 1 star.
Okay.
So I dropped the siege machine in there while the queen walk's still going on. The healers are going to die due to that Tesla. Excuse me, the Inferno. And queen's just going to go do work while the siege machine's tanking and walking in. As that's coming in, I'm going to drop
your wall crease right
the
there?
Valks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the Valks on the town hall and rage them up. While they're getting raged up, I drop them bat spells to help out that queen a little bit and that baby dragon.
Beautifully done, man.
And I drop the Loon so that the baby dragon doesn't die right away on that outside edge, so it goes in towards the Eagle artillery. Well, that's happened. The Eagle ends up staying up the entire time, and I just end up getting cleanup, troops on the outside. That way I get at least the 2-star.
Right.
Very sloppy attack because it didn't go to as planned. So I didn't get more percentage, but I at least got the 2-star.
Absolutely.
That way, to help out Crazy Hunters in our mission to get this war going,
Right. Okay, so baby dragon goes down. So anyways, guys, okay, so it is actually, somewhat, overpowered attack, but this is what I figured out. And lately, actually, I've been talking to my war general about, I have a person that actually trains me and trains my troops, people in a clan, in my home clan, and this is what he figured out. So if the Town Hall 12s can actually 3-star Town Hall 11s coming down, like dipping, and you have to train your Town Hall 11s to train to actually 2-star Town Hall 12s. In the end, you're gonna end up with more trophies, or the more medals, what is called in CWL, and possibility of winning is much, much higher than actually going across the field with the mirror hitting or actually dipping where you feel like it's comfortable to 3-star some bases. So do you agree with this? I mean, like I say, I've been with this guy for a couple of months right now, and I haven't seen nothing but accomplishments in my clients. So what do you think about this strategy? Should we interpret it here should we put it into use here at Crazy Hunters, or should we actually stay away from it?
No, I mean, basically it's as it comes. I mean, if you got to go 11v12 or 12v11, I mean, you just got to do what you have to do. I mean, you can't adjust on the fly or anything. Once you have your bases selected, I mean, you can't adjust, you know?
Right.
You just got to go with what you got. And that's exactly what Crazy Hunters does. And, I mean, they just do a wonderful job. Regardless of their opponent, they just keep at it and keep going.
Right.
It doesn't matter what town hall level they are, whether it's 10v12 or 9v10. I mean, they just make it happen. They get the stars that they need. I mean, you can't expect much more. I mean, it's crazy what the matches have been, but they just do what they can and just get the cards that they're dealt and they play the hand, you know.
All right, so I see that you are actually powered up and somewhat ready to go. Are you planning to actually do a live attack for us?
Yeah, I can do live attack here shortly.
Okay. What do you call this strategy? I heard you mention something earlier about this strategy that you actually you have it in your CC. I mean, in your camps. What do you call this strategy?
Well, that's actually a little bit of a donation, like with the bowlers and giants, but I call it Route 66 with 6 lava hounds, 6 balloons, 1 giant, 1 hog, and I mean,
wow!
I've been using it for farming, and it's just been wrecking Town Hall 10s. 10v10 with that strategy is just wrecking. It doesn't matter if you take out the queen first or the CC.
Okay.
It just doesn't matter.
Wow, that's impressive actually. I never actually seen more than 3 lava hounds in action, but 6 going against. Wow, that's gonna be insane. That's gonna be an insane amount of lava pops, man. So when those things pop, man, it's gonna be like a madhouse everywhere. So I would be really happy to see that you'd actually. Do you have to make some adjustments, or you are ready to go as is, or what do you have planned?
Yeah, I have to make some adjustments. Go ahead and actually if you look at that replay, go ahead and look at that replay, and it will demonstrate just what I've done in a farming attack.
Okay, so we have right here. Okay, so Route 66 is attack strat. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So this is actually what is basically what it goes down to. So I'm gonna let you talk through it as it's going, so that way I don't mess up your commentary.
All right, I dropped the king and queen, the king to tank, the giant to tank, and the queen just to clean up. My goal was to take out that air defense on the southern side.
Okay.
Basically, the king and queen cleans all of that up, and I'm just trying to get that air defense pushed in as much as I can with the queen. As you know, I'm not worried about that queen on the northern side. And once that air defense goes down, I'm going to go ahead and work from the northwestern side. As soon as that sweeper goes down, and I drop in the lava hounds, the loons, and then the bat spells behind. Also, I had the minions so they can tank for the bat spell as well. Once I do that,
let me move in.
There's multi infernos, so that's so much harder to hit than it is for single for air.
Right.
So them lava hounds just push all the way through that base, tank for the pups and the minions that are cleaning up. Look, I still got 3 loons available, and they're going to push into that multi-infernal. The queen is still up. The queen is still up, and this base is just wrecked. That queen is going to push for that lava hounds. It's gonna take out that Expo and Tesla as well, and it's just gonna just keep pushing through. The queen's gonna break through that wall, eventually here.
I see.
One of them hounds is going to pop, and that's going to help the queen out on the southern end. That way she can take out that cannon. And then after that, it's just going to be minions and pops that just clean up the rest of the space.
Man, that's insane, man. That is insane. So always fear the wizard stands, man. Whenever it comes to, you know, lava hound standing right there next to the wizard, it's just really, really actually a serious battle going on right there between them. But yeah. So, but yeah, nicely done, man. Not many lava pups you actually have right here, and of course they held through, man.
Yeah, I ended up upgrading that bat spell to level 3 rather quickly. That way I can see what it can do. And I mean, just setting it on the outside just really wrecks the defenses because it only targets defenses. So,
right.
I mean, it's amazing on what it can do for you if you don't need any haste or rages or anything like that.
Right. So let's actually make a pause right here for a second about, you know, what's going on with CWL. Tell me, when did you actually, what happened? Like, you came to Crazy Hunters. How did that happen? Give us your little entrance story. Like, how did all this, you know, happen? I know we are like family right now, you know, because, you know, I have you on my channel. We are actually been talking about you starting a new YouTube channel. So tell people about what kind of inspired you actually to move with us, or, you know, what's the inspiration about starting a channel? So.
Yeah, actually, basically, I watched Echo Gaming, and I got inspiration through him. I mean, he's got a family, and he has a full-time job on top of that, and he's doing YouTube and Twitch. I mean, like, the guy is just bananas, man. I mean, he's just going ham on everything, and he's wrecking, you know, the streaming and YouTube world. And it kind of inspired me to watch more of his videos and more of the Scrappy Wizards, which Nemo does from Scrappy Academy. Right. And he's very intellectual. I mean, he's helped Echo build his channel, and he's just such a huge part in the family.
Right.
And it kind of inspired me to be more in the family. I try to do what I can. I have a day job as well.
Right.
And a family and all that to, you know, care to. But I came into Crazy Hunters about, I want to say it was about a month ago, and it wowed me on how good everybody has been attacking, practicing everything. It's just the friendly challenges. It just wowed me on what I've been missing this whole time I've been playing Clash of Clans. I mean, everybody is 10 times better than I was. You know, I mean, I was just like, wow, these guys really know what they're doing. So it really made me break down and evaluate where I was. So I needed to get better. So what I did was just, you know, study and, you know, just try to train myself on to get better. And that's what I've been doing. And I've been taking your advice. I've been taking Nemo's advice, Echo's advice. I've just been trying to get better for myself to help out the family in general. Right. And it's been a wonderful journey so far.
I see. Very good, man. I mean, like I say, so this is how my journey began with them, actually. So I told you about my war general. He actually comes from Australia. So he, all the way from Australia, somehow heard about Echo Gaming, right? So, like, who the heck is Echo Gaming? Don't tell him that, by the way. So he's like, dude, you just gotta listen to him. He's just the best YouTuber out there ever. I'm like, really? I don't listen to many YouTubers, but when I do, like, I really get attached to them. I'm like, okay, let me hear some of this, what the Echo Gaming has to say. And really, I mean, I kind of learned to grow with him, and eventually, actually, he did some video that actually hosted Captain Nemo, or he said something about Captain Nemo and his Echo Elite clan. So I was like, you know what? I have 5 accounts. I can maybe just use one of my accounts to actually give them, you know, some support. I know they are growing stages, or, you know, they are established, very well established. but still growing, you know. So I went over to the Discord and they're like, okay, you're ours. So I talked to Captain Nemo. I immediately clicked in with him. Like I really like started even actually texting each other on like on a personal actually text. And then of course I got actually also close to with Echo, which you actually seen earlier. We ended up playing Brawl Stars together, and he was actually asking me, "Are you ready to go?" I'm like, "Oh, let's do it, man." So really, you know, Echo has been my motivation ever since my YouTube channel started like 3 months ago. And he just gives me that going boost. Like you said, the guy actually sleeps about 4 or 5 hours a day, goes to work as a teacher, has 2 kids, and it kind of reflected my life actually, how I am. I also work actually, you know, full-time, have 3 kids, you know, I am married. And of course, when I'm at home, I'm actually doing as much as I can on my, what's going on, Firoz? I'm doing as much as I can on my YouTube recordings, either recordings or live streams. But the live stream is like one of the things I love to do. Like let's just do live streams, man. You know, forget about the recordings, because you know when it comes to editing, I was like, oh no, I need an editor. I don't need it. So this is where my journey began, and like, you know, with no previous experience of public talking. You know, it was really hard for me to get out there, because I was like mentally preparing myself, and finally came to a point like, okay, Shockwave, you can do this. You can do this, man. If many people actually fake it till they make it, why can't you do it? So that's how it ended up for me, man. Really happy to be part of this family. Like I say, I always give the shout out to all of them, man. Echo Gaming, Captain Nemo, JC, Thunder, even you actually, you've been really actually helpful. Lisa from England also has actually been like, you know, one of those players that's been around forever, and she's been actually like doing awesome things for us, like CWL, AWL, actually American War League. She's the one that actually does the roster for us. So it's been like really, really, really awesome experience. I don't have nothing bad to say about this family. So if you guys haven't actually joined from my YouTube channel, there is actually Discord server link down below in my description for Scrappy Kingdom. That's where you'll find actually either Echo, you're gonna find Captain Nemo and rest of the family, even myself actually. But CT, like I say, he's coming to us from where do you come from, man? Tell us where you come from.
Oh, I live just outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I was in the U.S. military for 4 years, and I'm out now. I've had one tour, and I'm just trying to live my life and make it just like anybody else, you know. And I think this is just a fun aspect of my life, and I can just blow off some steam, playing some Clash of Clans, and just enjoy myself. And I'm so glad to have a family, you know, with, you know, Scrappy Wizards, Crazy Hunters, and Echo Elite, that I can just, you know, be myself. And that's the thing. I mean, they don't expect you to be anybody else, you know, but yourself. And that's such a wonderful gift whenever I'm just trying to have fun.
Right.
And I mean, I can sit back and drink my Yingling and just have some fun on, you know, Wednesday or Saturday night, and nobody's going to judge me otherwise.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's a wonderful experience.
Absolutely right, man. You know, that's basically what it's about. Just have some good time, and you know, have really good group of people supporting you along the way. You know, being there for you. You know, just, you know, it's a good environment to be in, because you know, there is so much that we go through our lives, you know, in the real life, that sometimes you just need to have that little break, you know, hang out with some people, you know, they make your day. Because like I say, we all have something to deal with, but when it comes to Clash of Clans, we kind of drop all the time. We just, you know, help each other, do what we can, you know, and keep clashing, man. So
I mean, or were you wanting to watch more war attacks? I have a few that may be worth mentioning.
Absolutely. Let's actually speed up through this one. I've just found huge amount of loot. Actually, I went after this one. It's Town Hall 10, another Town Hall 10. But lately, I have noticed that the bowlers actually have the wider range of walking right now. So if they detect anything anything from like 3-4 defenses or storages, they will actually start walking instead of going through the walls or actually jumping over the jump spells. Have you noticed the same thing?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Bowlers tend to just walk. They like to do the bowler walk, as they say, and the jump spell almost has no effect on them unless there's no building within any vicinity of them. The heroes, they mostly go towards that, even if there are buildings. Bowlers just for some reason just don't pull towards the jump spell. And it can be frustrating at times, but I mean, while you're farming, you're allowed to make mistakes. You know, when you're in a CWL or AWL or anything of that nature, it's very crucial that you don't make those type of mistakes.
Absolutely, makes sense. Yes, but yeah. So let's actually go ahead and highlight a couple more other attacks that you have, and I'm hoping actually we can jump into your live attack. That would be really awesome. So.
Yeah, most definitely. I would be glad to discuss that and go ahead and do my live attack.
We are not allowed to actually show any of our bases being attacked, even though if it's really good attack or not good attack, that burns the people's bases. And I have been yelled at before. Like you need to get permission. So we're gonna stay away from showing ours. We're just gonna go ahead and highlight what you wanted to actually tell us. So we are going back to war number 4.
No, actually, we're gonna go to the very first war.
First war. Okay.
It's gonna be number 2 versus number 2, and that's gonna be squashy.
Okay.
First, I think it's Trot-Tran is how you would say it.
Yeah. Something like that.
This is a 10v12. This is our very first matchup that we've had this week, and she just does an amazing job on this 10v12.
And guys, Squashy is actually Lisa I have mentioned. Lisa actually from UK, absolutely experienced doctor. Actually, she is a doctor, but she also clashes. So yeah, like I say, maybe I'm exposing her personal life, but guys, we have people in many different fields in real life, and they come over here and clash with us, and we just like click in as a family. So go ahead and actually tell us a little bit about this attack. I know it's a bowler attack, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, she comes in with mainly a bow valk, and she drops that queen walk from 3 o'clock, pulls the CC, which is both dragons, go in towards them bowlers. The bowlers take out the town hall. Keep in mind, the Eagle artillery is up the entire attack. That wasn't a concern to her. She was confident that her queen walk was going to do work on that eastern side, and it did. Yeah, the CC takes out basically her whole army, but it doesn't matter. She already has 50% and the town hall taken down. I mean, it was a wicked confidence that she had whenever she went into this attack, and it was just amazing. A town hall 10 versus town hall 12, and she just did work on it. I mean, I think it was 63-64% she gets. I mean, it's just amazing.
Absolutely. What else would you like to show us before you go into a live attack? I'm hoping everybody here is waiting to see you. Before we actually start saying that, let me actually give a shout out to actually Handcrafted, aka VMiss, or aka Willy. Thank you for actually coming here. He's one of my co-leaders on O.KlaN. Thank you for coming on, buddy. Go ahead and take notes. He's gonna take notes. Unknown Gamer.
I see that. Okay.
Unknown Gamer, thank you for coming back on. Firoz, thank you, man. And who else? Jagdish, is that how you pronounce these names? Darshan. Thank you guys for being here. If this is your first time being on my channel, please do actually subscribe and show your love and drop some likes on this video, guys. We only have 2 likes, man, including mine. So give me some love, guys. And let's jump into another attack that he wants to show us. This time I'm gonna keep quiet. Let him actually walk us through the attack. So which attack would you like to host?
It's gonna be the same war. If you scroll down to 12, it's gonna be Med against Mehabui. I believe you would say it that way. 12 versus 12.
Dude,
on that one.
Dude, Med has been recorded on my videos before, and Med is just absolutely awesome, man. So I'm gonna let you walk through this one. Let me start it for you so you can actually do it. and I'm gonna keep quiet over here. Enjoy the music. Quiet music.
It's going to be a 9 versus 11 here. Med pulls in through the eastern side of the base with some witches. And he takes down the town hall right away to secure that 1-star. He has witches dropped in the north, golem in the northeast to tank. Looks like he's going to sort of have a, go witch attack. Drops that jump spell to pull all of them troops on the inside. This is a 9v11. Granted, it doesn't have the Infernos and or Eagle Artillery, but it's still a well-executed attack. Has them witches working on both ends. The core is getting taken care of. The CC gets killed very, very quickly with those poisons and the queen. That golem and bullers push through, tanking for that queen just to do some real damage on the back end. It's just a well-executed attack. Doesn't even worry about the enemy queen. Knows that the witches with the healer's comfort is going to just destroy it on the southern end. And then basically just wraps up the attack with 1,000,000 skeletons all over. With the bowlers still alive. It's amazing the bowlers are still alive with the CC content that he had, but the queen took it out quick. Just keeps it wrapped up nice and tidy. No defenses but that archer tower and mortar left, and the queen quickly takes care of that while the skeletons are cleaning up the trash buildings on the outside. It can't be a better attack than that. Goes to show that you can't leave that town hall on the outside. Well done by Med, that's for sure.
Absolutely. So I'm hoping actually see JC or see Caesar will actually, unless he already did, go in live. But I think we actually, that's already been done, right? War 6, War 5?
Oh, on the 5th war?
Yeah, he already went in, so I think he went against number... No, is that true? Number 12? I thought I went against number 12.
You did go against number 12. Why don't you showcase your attack while I look at mine, and then we'll go ahead and on mine.
You know what? This is worrying me. Hold on. Caesar... No, he went against number 9. I don't know. I think that was an enemy attack. So I'm gonna go here, guys. It is, like I say, Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 10. But this time I did not succeed as I did in the previous war. As you guys can see, this base is just it's unreachable, man. I should have brought three of my jump spells. Possibly I could have walked to the second X-bow up there, but as you guys can see, I'm using 2 bowlers, witches, and this time I'm not using actually I'm not using a witch slap. I'm more using actually bowlers with the witches and and golems up front. As you can see, CC is triggered, guys, going against the first X-bow, and of course my attack is paused right there for a little bit because having to take out the X-bow and also the CC. But now actually I am being targeted from the center of the base right there using my healing spell, guys. And now this is really where I needed the last jump. Hopefully if I had the last jump and dropped it right there between these 3 defenses, I would have actually probably walked out of there still alive, probably in good shape too as well. But it is what it is, guys. The healing spell also was actually very beneficial. I was debating with myself, should I go with the healing spell or without it? And of course I thought it was a better idea. Once I walk into the center of the base, I know I'm going to be targeted from all the sides to actually keep that healing spell on hand. And my heroes are still not max level, but for a level 24 queen and 20 king, I've been doing pretty good in CWL and AWL, guys. AWL, I think first AWL preseason it went to about 5 out of 6 stars, and then so it's been pretty good, guys. It's been pretty good. So there goes my attack, guys. 2-star attack, course, it wasn't actually what I expected, 60 something percent, but still, it was very well worth it. You know, that's all. You get one chance in CWL, and you just make the best out of it.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. The only thing that I could critique, I believe, about your attack, I don't know if you really needed that jump. It's just that most of your witches went into the core rather than walking on the outside, which would have helped. They would have got that archer tower on that south western side and would have cleaned up, you know, those 7-8 trash buildings. Would have gave you more percent, but I still don't think you would have cleaned the whole base. But it doesn't matter. You still maintain that 2-star, and 2 stars win war.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Absolutely.
that's what I agree with.
Absolutely. Alrighty. So what is next on the list? Thank you guys. 11 people watching us, guys. Thank you so much. And we also have somebody we're gonna mute with really rude, rude messages on chat. But you know, there's good people and bad people in this world. So let's go ahead and hide that guy.
If you want to go ahead and take a look at 3, we can discuss how I would attack this for a 2-star, and I would like to hear your opinion on it, and we'll just go from there. And then I'll cook up the army, and I'll go ahead and attack.
Okay, where are we going? Sorry, I was paying attention to my chat. Where are we going again?
Me as Town Hall 10 versus the Town Hall 11 at 3.
Okay. Are you about to start?
No, I would like your opinion on.
Okay, so we're gonna actually do a walkthrough. Okay. All right. So since this base is basically quadrant base, that's what I call these bases. It has 4 actually equally amounted quadrants right there. So you're gonna have to pick side, man. You're gonna have to pick side, and if I were you, I would go from the south side, because like I say, either way you're gonna encounter 2 max level expos, so why not just stay away from the top 2, because they cannot reach you. And or if you start from the top with your wall wrecker, go straight actually in the line right here. You see me pointing at all these, right? So if you actually see me pointing at the center of the base, you could actually slightly come with your wall wrecker right here. Try to do a small queen walk over here to actually get the things cleaned up, and then throw your wall wrecker a little bit offside right here towards the. And once he opens up this compartment for expos, he will actually slowly shift over towards the air blower, and possibly go onto this Eagle artillery going towards this town hall. So that being said, that means you have to clean basically the whole line of these defenses and the storages in order to walk into this base. It's gonna be 2-star attack no matter what, because like I say, you're gonna need either some jumps, but I wouldn't waste it, because like I say, you come in with the wall wrecker. I would either just bring one wall jump, or actually not one. I mean, not at all. So town hall is well defended. But the problem is those defenses being equally spread out on the outside. I mean, it is probably easy going in, but walking out of the actually center of this base is going to be tight. What do you recommend?
I am actually, the best way, I think, to hit this base, as far as the Town Hall 10 versus 11, has to be a queen walk. Mainly so they can clean up the trash buildings, and it can walk in and take care of the heroes without triggering that eagle too early. I could come in from 12 to 9 for the queen walk and break in around, 10 or 11 where that air defense is at with the siege machine.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could also come in from 6 to 9 and break in at the left quadrant where the 2 expos are on the south end.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like a really difficult attack because unless I have a very wide funnel, all of my troops are going to walk it on the outside end because of all the trash buildings.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
The main goal... Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. How big of a threat is the Eagle artillery to you?
Well, as a 10v12, it's not too much.
Okay.
I can't be too concerned about it, but no matter what, I still have to get to the core, okay, to get to Town Hall. So I have to encounter all 4 of those wizard towers in the core both heroes and the CC.
Okay.
So I have to get to the core no matter what to get, you know, at least 1 star. Unless I wanted to walk around the entire base, but that's no fun to anybody.
Not at all. That is the actually point of this base. So if you don't see Eagle Artillery as an big threat to you, I have another actually proposition here. Starting on the south, well, actually not south side, not at 6 o'clock, but I would say between 7 and 8 o'clock. Throw in your wall wrecker right here on this archer where the 2 expos are. Throw a little bit off center, so you will actually walk through that compartment, breaking 2 sides of these walls, going towards the Town Hall 11, sorry. And then have your Queen Walk just kind of clean up before your rest of your troops actually will start following into the center with these wizards. So you'll at least take out 2 wizards right here from this point of view, and you'll have one far down here next to the you know, air defense and all that, which is not a big deal. So that way you actually also have ensured your queen and king kind of coming right onto you. So if your wall wrecker still survives to that point, they will be busy actually trying to take care of him. And depending what's inside your CC troops, if it's Valkyries, then actually those heroes, all 3 of those heroes will be actually automatically executed. So.
Yeah, I highly recommend Valkyries in the CC for this attack. And, I mean, I'm more or less thinking the southern approach. So I think I'm going to go from 6 to 9 and break into that lower compartment with the siege. And that way my Queen Walk flows into the core of the base. Hopefully to poison whatever's in the CC and, you know, rage them Valks up so that they can take out that core. But the bad thing is if all of the CC is air, like let's just say it's dragon and
okay, are you paying attention
on top?
Are you paying attention to the chat on my live stream?
I am, and they're saying to use the Stone Slammer.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm relatively new to that, and if I drop the Stone Slammer from the southern point to take out like the expos per se, and I have the Queen Walk that takes out the Archer Tower on the southernmost point,
right?
Then the Stone Slammer is not gonna be able to, you know, acquire my queen to enter the base. It's going to go straight for them expos and not going to break that wall. I mean, unless, you know, there's a tile differential that I don't know about. It could actually help me in a very, you know, crucial way, but I'm not entirely certain.
It could. Another proposition here. I know these expos are really, really, really deadly at Town Hall 11 going against Town Hall 10. I've faced them before. I've faced them. Even as a Town Hall 12 rushed, as I was a little bit, I noticed that the expos are really powerful. So if you have them, if you have these expos right here, man, at level 5, I mean, they are just really powerful. So I'm thinking you should actually throw your wall wrecker in line with these expos. I'm hoping actually you will just take both of them out. Sorry, I'm clicking on it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But if you throw it right here somewhere, it will actually possibly knock both of them out of the way coming into this compartment. I know most of your troops will not follow through there, but at least you'll have them out of the way. And by the time actually the wall wrecker gets to these walls right here, you could actually have some of your troops actually come from this side and doing the same execution, engaging these heroes and possibly actually taking them out.
Yeah, I agree. If I threw in a wall wrecker siege machine from directly 6 o'clock, it's going to hit both expos and hopefully take them out. I agree. The bad thing with that is the funnel. I need baby dragons on both ends, and hopefully they don't have an air bomb. And if they do have an air bomb, I need to have a third baby dragon drop, you know, in its place for the funnel. If not, my Queen Walk's gonna walk on me where I don't want it to walk. And that's another thing. I mean, should I waste the troop space on the Queen Walk, or should I just suicide the heroes? You know, I mean, there's a lot that goes into the strategic side of planning these attacks, and Handcrafted has a good comment. I mean, he said use Falcons to funnel, which is a good thing. Yeah, I mean, Falcons are a lot less than healers. You know, they're you can get 2 Valks almost to each 1 healer as far as troop space works. But I mean, I could just take the queen down one side completely and match it up with the king, and then pull it in. I mean, there's a lot that goes into effect, and it's about what you're comfortable with too. So, I mean, in the meantime, let me think about that, and then we'll go ahead with my live attack whenever I'm ready.
Right. Okay. Well, at least you know you have some kind of ideas how we think, and you guys, as you guys know, most of us guys, this is what we go in our mental mind or mindset or whatever you want to call it. This is what we have to go through before we attack every time. We have to actually plan within ourselves, especially if you don't have anybody to talk to or if you don't have experienced players. So you have to like pre-think all these things, not just like clicking the scout button. Oh yeah, I can come in from here and just, you know, boom, attack, and it ends up being nothing, you know. So playing Clash of Clans for an extended period of time, you actually learn to think how to prepare yourself. And if you don't do it well, and if you actually foresee anything that you know that's gonna actually overshadow your attack, it's gonna be just a waste of an attack. So okay, so we actually have the pretty good idea right there how to do this, guys. I don't know what else is actually good we can show you before you get ready for your attack. And of course you were thinking about going Route 66, so I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly was actually thinking about going Route 66, and what that is a basic compound. I mean, you can display in my army if you want to look at my army composition.
Okay.
On my base, and I can explain that a little bit further for your viewers. Look at my army composition. There you go. Okay, what it is there's 6 lava hounds, 6 balloons, 1 giant, 1 hog, and 10 minions. And the idea behind this comes from Carbon Fin Gaming. He used it as a Town Hall 12 V12.
Okay.
This is the Town Hall 10 version, in my opinion.
Okay.
And what that is you have 6 lava hounds, 6 loons, 1 hog, 1 giant, and 10 minions. And the idea with your heroes is you're going to suicide your heroes. You can either suicide them for the queen and an air defense, or just an air defense. Either way, those lava hounds are going to tank for the rest of your army. And you showed a replay of it earlier, of a farm attack that I used with it. And I mean, it's really crucial towards single targeted infernos, but with multi-targeted like we have on number 3, it's just it's probably going to be hard work. But this is a showing up with it on multi-targeted infernos, and it still works. I mean, granted, the walls and the defenses and heroes aren't max, you know, for Town Hall 10, but it's still a nice display of what you can do with this type of army comp. And these bad spells coming new to Clash is such a blessing for me, because I love them. I think they're amazing, and throwing them in behind the lava hounds just made for a nice wrap up on that base.
It reminds me of a builder hall all over again, man.
Yeah.
So
take me through what you're thinking about here, Shock, on this attack.
I mean, if you're gonna use this Route 66, personally myself, I'm very reluctant to actually use past Town Hall 9. I do not mess with the air troops anymore. That's just my personal opinion, because I've seen them fail multiple times, and I am actually training all my guys to go. Well, one exception actually, electro dragons. I've been using electro dragons and I've been wrecking town hall 12s. But I'm talking about using hounds and loons and Lavalunian, whatever you want to call it. It's become kind of one of those overused attacks. People have actually found out the way how to use the anti-air bases or make the anti-air bases, and so I'm very reluctant actually to use them anymore. But dude, if you had some electro dragons, man, it would be all over. So yeah. So really,
so you're thinking of more of like a ghost electron based attack.
Kind of, yes. And that's what I normally do. I mean, I haven't used the Ghost Electron because my clone spell actually still is not max level. But like I say, I've been using a mass Electro Dragon attack with some loons following behind. It takes you kind of back to Town Hall 7, how we used to do air raids with the regular dragons, with the CC of loons, and just like taking the thing down, but without actually going lightnings onto air defenses. It's just going straight in, man. Because lovely thing about those electro dragons, the electric charge just passes through all the defenses that actually are close together, and basically by the time they walk into the place, first part of the air defenses are already down, so it doesn't actually affect them very much. Only problem is actually, since they are a little slow at charging up, only problem is actually attacking against the air blowers. Air blowers are actually a biggest issue right now, but besides that, if you actually find a good way to walk in, it's awesome, but like I said, we are talking about Town Hall 10 going against Town Hall 11. I would absolutely go with the ground troops. Just the fact of it being actually this base, the way it is set up, and of course, looks like you have no option to dip here. So even if you dipped, you will still actually face another Town Hall 11. So we're gonna just show what we have here and go with it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. 10v11. I mean, especially with the centralized, Eagle artillery, it makes it more difficult for me, of course. And with that being said, I honestly think ground troops is the best way to go as well. If I did the Ghost Electron, I could come in with the blimp from the 9 o'clock position.
Okay.
And it would go right through that Inferno, the multi-Inferno that's on the western side. And it would definitely hit the core, but here's the thing. It has the Queen to accompany it, the air defenses, that Inferno Tower, and the CC. I mean, that's a lot just for one Electro Dragon.
I agree there.
So I mean, especially it's a level 48 Queen. I mean, it's not like it's a level 25 Queen. Either way, I would need to use at least one freeze, maybe two, just to hold the Queen off and the Eagle.
Okay.
Especially if I drop the Queen walk or Queen charge with the Suicide Heroes or what have you. As soon as you get 150 troops on the board, that Eagle is going to activate, and boom, it could be the demise of the attack. So I think ground troops, I mean, maybe some kind of Bow Witch or Valk, may actually result in a nice attack on this one. So if you give me a little bit, I'm going to think of how I want to approach this.
Okay.
And I will definitely let you know whenever I'm ready to attack.
All right. So I'm hoping you can boost, because we're already going into a 1 hour of streaming. So normally try to limit my streams to about an hour and a half. So if you can maybe do your boost on your troops and maybe do live attack in global to get rid of the ones that you have right now, it'll be pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, I can go ahead and do a farm attack, get rid of the ones I have now. I can boost, no problem, Shock.
And I can also do the same thing. We can actually go out there against one of the farming attacks too as well. So. Alright, so since you're gonna work on that, let me go ahead and actually get into something real over here, guys. Let's find, and of course I'm very, very greedy when it comes to dark, guys. So I'm gonna actually hit something that's really good, and might not be I didn't bring my witch slab this time, but I brought my just witches and golems because no CC or bowlers. So it's gonna be tough, but we can give it a try, guys. Maybe find a dead base or something. Go
ahead and actually exit your attack because your CC is filled.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So now we can actually we can possibly do some damage over here. Okay. Like I said, I'm very greedy when it comes to these because I am farming, and farming a Town Hall 9, guys, for Dark Elixir is just absolutely ridiculous. So I try my best to get some benefit out of every hit that I do. Like you noticed, I hit that Town Hall 10 that had over 7,000 of Dark Elixir. So I got 6,000 out of all that. So that's basically what I try to do. I do spend some Dark, but at the same time, I am actually, I am also gaining from that too as well. So let's see. Having a hard time finding one. Thank you guys for being here. ETC Zone, what's going on, man? Davey, what's going on? Yes. Oh, all of you guys, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. I do actually stream on Clash of Clans, Brawl Stars, what else? Minecraft. Actually, I haven't been on Minecraft for a very long time. People are asking me where I've been. They're asking me also where is PUBG videos. I've been actually lazy lately, guys, because PUBG just takes too much time per attack. It takes, I mean, per the whole game, about 30 minutes a game. So guys, that's just a little bit too much out of my time. Yeah, so mainly Clash of Clans, guys, has been keeping me busy here, guys, with the CWL. You know, with this CWL happening right now. And of course, we've been actually every Friday on AWL and going between 5 different clans, guys. It is just an absolute headache to actually be able to keep up with all that stuff. All right, hopefully something comes along, guys, something good. But like I said, I'm very greedy, and I don't need the gold or elixir. I'm just actually all after Dark Elixir. So as you can see, I've been like this on a max golden elixir since about 3 months ago, guys. So it's been a long time since I've seen any changes in my gold and elixir, but nothing to see, man. Nope. We gotta make over 3,000 because I spent about 3,000 Dark Elixir on this, and this is my war attack, guys. So every time I go into attack, I end up spending this much. So this is just to show you guys how I do my stuff, and of course you already seen it. And if you've been here since the beginning of the stream, there is you know that I've done Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 10 3-star attack in war. So yeah, we've been doing some really crazy damage around here, guys. And let's see here what we have. Come on, man, we need something good. My eyes are focused only on Dark Elixir, guys. So I know I'm just shifting between all the bases, but eventually one will pop up that's actually either pretty dead or it's actually really loaded, so I can actually get into it and, you know, steal all the Dark Elixir. This one's not so bad, but I won't be making much on it. But we could go ahead and actually do this. We can go ahead and do it. Yeah, there's no gold or elixir, but you know, I just hate to keep you guys in there. And let's just do this. Okay. So first things first. Okay, we're gonna have to take out our queen. So here it comes. One bowler there, I mean golem, one golem there. Follow up with some witches behind, and of course, okay, good. There you go. I'm gonna have to use this first jump right here, guys. I'm hoping actually the giant bombs just don't kill everything that I have. And is anybody gonna walk in with me? So there is that, guys. Okay, everybody's walking in. That's good. All right, so we got some troops coming in, guys, right there into the center of the base. We got the queen down already, and we got some witches walking on the outside. I haven't even placed my bowlers yet, so let's not make them be a waste. Our friend, there you go, just boost them up through those walls, guys. Now the bowlers are coming in, just wrecking everything out of the way, guys. Check it out. Now I'm gonna be stuck in for a little bit here, because basically all my, did I even use my king ability? Probably not. But anyways, let's keep this king kind of poisoned, and witches are still doing good up there. There's actually a golem, still golemite, still actually there. Hopefully we can take that archer tower. Perfect. We got the archer tower there, guys. Queen is still actually fully charged, and yeah, there you go, guys. 3-star attack. I see a 3-star attack. Hopefully my troops don't die, but I think we actually have 3 stars right here, guys. Okay, I did lose that wizard on top, guys. Like I said, I'm keeping an eye on all my troops, and we still have a couple of witches going around. Queen is actually stuck right there between all the walls, but no big deal, guys. Yes, we actually have 3-star attack. Did lose actually a queen, witch, sorry. Witch right there from that. There we go, guys. Last, come on, Queen, just walk down here, man. So Queen is actually punching through the walls, and normally she can actually stand next to the walls and take out the Tesla. She does right there, so I don't know why she does that. Sometimes she goes through, sometimes she doesn't, but there you go, guys. 3-star attack, live 3-star attack. And as you can see, that's how I attack in wars. That's how I attack in global. And of course, I got myself extra 1800 of dark elixir. We're gonna go ahead and collect that. So we are right now at 40,000. That's good. And we are actually lacking a lot more to get my queen to level 25. So, and there goes, this is a new one. No, this is an old one. Are you going to attack anytime soon?
Yes, I am, Shock. I apologize for the delay. I'm waiting on CC Siege. I'm waiting on the Slammer. Whoever's in the clan. I'm just waiting on that, and then
Captain,
I can go ahead and attack.
Captain Nemo or Admiral Nemo is in Scrappy Wizard, so maybe you can hit him up, or I can do it myself.
Yeah, I can try on Discord here, and
okay,
we'll see what happens.
All right.
Sorry about the wait, man.
No, man, it's all good. It's all good. We actually been busy of doing doing the walkthroughs of these attacks. It's really actually awesome that I have you here on this episode or this show, whatever you're gonna call it, live stream. I normally don't have people on live stream, and I was trying to actually go back to back with Echo doing the same thing right here tonight, doing the Brawl Stars, but my video sound was just, I don't know, something happened and it was out. So, but anyways, it's good to have you, brother. So no big deal.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you having me. I'm hopefully gonna start my channel within 30 days from now.
Okay.
Especially, with the holidays coming up and everything. I'm trying not to do it then.
Right.
Everybody's gonna be busy, including myself. And once I start my own channel, hopefully I make everybody happy by trying to give my own content as well, and try to look up to previous clashers and take as much knowledge as I can from them.
Right.
But I appreciate you having me on here and letting me give my opinion on everything, and it's pretty nice. It's a nice warm up to opening my own channel.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's what it's about, man. Creating those connections with the people that already have seen what it is to actually do this, how much time it takes and everything. So depending, everybody has a different things, or or a different work schedule that they go through. And of course, if you can actually set aside maybe an hour or two at nighttime or something like that, when most of the world is actually up and watching live streams, this will actually gonna get you a good kickstart of everything, and you'll be happy actually that you're doing it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm actually determining whether I should take in 2 poisons or 1 poison and a freeze. I definitely want to implement the bat spells in this attack.
Okay.
I'm going to take at least 3 bat spells, because that seems to do a decent amount of work.
Okay.
With attacking, a Town Hall 11, having their defenses on the outside, I'm hoping to take out the archer tower and cannon that are in the most southern part of the base with baby dragons.
Right.
And then I'm gonna actually queen walk down, the 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock side, and hopefully drop in those bad spells to help out the siege on those expos and work towards taking out those defenses. But I'm debating whether to take in a second freeze or have 2 poisons. So I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean, brother?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So like I said, all we can do is try. I know it might be, unfair, or it might seem unfair, but this is what it is. It's not gonna get any easier. So we just gotta learn to actually either 2-star or actually, do our best what we can do to bring as many medals as possible. In the end, we are still actually being rewarded. We are not actually losing anything. Only thing that we are losing out on the field of the Clash of Clans is actually our pride and how much more could we do if we actually had a fair matchup. But in the end, you guys know that everybody gets rewarded. Everybody gets a hammer rewards in the CWL shop. So really, we're just so used to two attacks per war into the regular wars, and then of course when we are just actually placed to go against a Town Hall 11 or a Town Hall 10 or stronger base than ours, then we actually kind of feel like we are not being equally treated as everybody else. But it's not gonna get any easier. I recommend every player out there that actually they should get used to actually 2-starring a Town Hall higher than theirs, because eventually it's gonna come to a point where you have to give it your best without being so comfortable with your attacks. You just gotta go in there and okay, I'm gonna do it just like I'm showing my attack right here, Town Hall 9 going against Town Hall 10, guys. I didn't expect this happening, but like I said, what I'm gonna get out of this is gonna be 2 stars or nothing. So it's either gonna be 2 stars or I'm just gonna throw my phone away if it's not actually 1 star at least. But some effort is better than actually not just okay, you know what, I'm just gonna dip low and actually get used to what I've been doing for the past 3.5 or 4 years or 6 years, however actually Clash of Clans has been around. So, we gotta find a way to adapt to new changes of the Clash of Clans, because it's eventually gonna change in a different ways, and it's of course always bringing a different ways to actually engage you, and some players will actually be pushed away because they're so used to the old strategies and all the dynamics of the game. But the game is constantly changing. They are trying to keep it alive. They are trying to actually keep it going. How many games have you seen that came in 2010 or 12 and actually just washed away? So this is the point of this game, is to actually constantly keep trying to change and adapt to the change, and keep going. You don't just give up because things are unfair,
Oh, I completely agree. I mean, there's been literally hundreds of games that has been on the scene since 2010. And I mean, the nice thing about mobile games, granted, Fortnite is a huge thing that came out on PC and mobile and PlayStation, Xbox, etc. But Clash, I mean, I try to stick to one thing. They have Brawl Stars out there as well. Right. But I'm more or less, I mean, I'm open to it, and Rise of Civilization. I'm open to that.
Right.
But I just haven't dabbled into it yet.
Right.
I'm kind of like a guy that picks one thing and sticks with it and sees it to the end.
So you master
kind of guy, and I mean that's just how I've been my whole life. So with Clash, I mean I've been working on it for a long time and having fun. But as soon as I got into Crazy Hunters, I was like, wow, I've been missing out on such skill. So I was so happy to be involved and get the knowledge that I've received so far, and it's just been an amazing leap, since then. And I mean, I'm sure you can contest to that,
right? With
you joining as well, to the family and having your own clan and everything like that. But I mean, it's just a nice family to be a part of, and Echo, at the top. And I mean, I can't complain. Is what I'm trying to say, Shaw.
Right. Absolutely. How close are we getting to that feature of tonight? Feature attack.
We are as close as we can be. As soon as I get my siege weapon, I can go ahead and attack. I apologize for the delay. I'm still waiting on my siege request.
I don't think I have my elder. We could. Yeah, I don't think they gave me my elder because I just came back from Echo Elite. But I could have actually brought one of my bases, or, you know. But no big deal. Hopefully somebody will actually show up. Let me see if I can actually hit up JC. JC has it, right? JC, he has that.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, give me a moment. I mean, you go ahead and do what you need to do. Give me a moment. I have to run upstairs for something.
No problem. Go for it, man.
All right, thanks.
Take your time. Take your time. So, guys, thank you for sticking out with us, man. It's been really actually good past couple hours being online and you know, being around you know, CT and actually talking to him how he got into a Clash of Clans. Well, not Clash of Clans, but actually how he got into a Scrappy Kingdom and how he got accepted and all that. So basically we walked in the same way. Echo Through Me actually was actually hosting one of the attacks or one of the videos from Scrappy Kingdom, and he posted you know, his Discord information and also Scrappy Kingdom information, and of course you know, that's how we kind of walked into the place and just kind of started actually clicking all together. You know, I mean, everybody's been really welcoming, really actually supportive. You know, it's been really busy around here. We've been doing event wars, we've been doing, you know, regular wars, CWL, and then we've been doing actually I got into AWL, so actually that was like a big step for me, guys. I've been dreaming about AWL. I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna get into that? And of course, being with these guys, actually Clash of Clans is totally on a different level. It's not one of those playing things where you feel at home, I'm raising my clan and this and that. No, Captain Nemo actually has a way to keep his players or keep the members of the family actually really interactive with the game. He, like I say, he will do like a certain event wars that he does and stuff like that. So really actually a big shout out to Captain Nemo, like I already mentioned earlier. He's been very supportive about everything, and of course most of the players, and like I say, some that actually walk in thinking they can actually deal with this stuff. I think some people walk away because they're not so used to the change that's actually you know, implemented here, because they're always trying to find a way to actually stay on top of the game, do the, you know, what's the best for the family and the clan. Sometimes, you know, I mean, could be stressful to adopt to the change, but at the same time, I haven't actually noticed that. I haven't actually seen that you know, that anybody's been pushing you like, okay, you need to do this, or we expect this out of you. I haven't come across any of that. As long as you try at the Scrappy Kingdom, or actually in the clan, speaking of clans, the Crazy Hunters or Scrappy Wizards, basically you made it. Just show up, be there, be interactive, you know, and just do your job, and don't fail on attacks or anything like that, and you got it made. So like I say, I'm not inviting my players from O.KlaN that are watching me, but I'm inviting everybody else. If you haven't been to actually you haven't been here at the Scrappy Kingdom Discord server, my this information is actually in my description below how to actually get into it. Just go to Discord and actually punch in that link, and you'll be able to actually join us, and they will set you up with an interview. It's not an easy getting, guys. You will actually have a couple of people interview you to actually walk into the place, but once you're in, you're really in, man. So no rush bases, of course, and you know, these clans, as I'll show you right here, we are actually 100%. What is that? Did it delete it? No. It used to say actually on the bottom where it says Scrappy Academy, we have YouTube channel too as well. It used to say 100% fair play. I used to actually say that, so I don't know what happened to that. I think they actually changed it. But anyways, so yeah, that's me, guys. Shockwave Hero right there. That's my main clan, main account, and of course my home clan is actually O.KlaN. I run the home clan by myself. But anyways, let me see if I can get somebody to donate real fast, and we're gonna jump into a live attack here from CT, and we're gonna probably finish this stream, guys. Okay. So while we are waiting on that, guys, I don't have any troops to train. So as you guys can see, I took a bite over there. I bit the bullet right there on the last attack, but luckily I had the 5-star bonus and ended up getting extra 1800, which is actually really good. So I didn't actually waste that much. I still ended up actually making a little more. I'm gonna request just a little bit more over here, and there's nothing else I can show you guys besides that. Really outstanding 9 versus 10, and of course over here I failed against Town Hall 11, almost made it. Where's the second war? Yeah, so it's been really frustrating, guys, but like I said, that's what the CWL is about. It's not regular war where you actually are just being constantly you know, pulled in according to the weight of the players or the town hall levels and stuff. So you know, it's just one of those things that you have to get used to change, and you have to actually just do your best to at least 2-star the bases that are higher than you. And I am going by a theory that my war general actually, his name is JD Brutal from NSV, Not So Vanilla Clan, level 15 clan. He's been actually managing that clan since it opened, and also he's in my clan as a Ronin. And basically, the guy, he's been with me ever since I opened this YouTube channel. Actually, first video that I posted is actually him as a Town Hall 11 3-starring me as a new Town Hall 12. So it's been really actually ever since then we've been growing together, guys. And every clan does definitely need, speaking on a general terms, every clan needs a war general that actually can train the staff of the clan to actually adapt to the changes and find the new ways of actually how to win or how to actually attack, and you know, constantly be able to make adjustments in their troops and stuff like that. So that's what we've been doing on O.KlaN. But like I say, we are right now speaking about Crazy Hunters. And Crazy Hunters has been actually really good in wars too as well. I believe actually we have Warlock over here, right? Actually, first CWL in October we actually pulled off first place, second, third place. So like I say, you know, we've seen first, probably we got placed high on the first one, and maybe we just realized actually that this was like, hey, you know, you guys are kind of strong, and then ended up placing us with even stronger. But no big deal there. Is there a classic? Yeah. So there you go, guys. We are actually doing really good as in the regular wars, guys. We actually keeping a really good you know, warlog. So you know, it's not like we are constantly losing. I know CWL might seem like we are losing a lot, but it's not about that, guys. It's about trying. How are you doing, buddy? CT is back with us, right?
Yeah. Doesn't look like I have the slammer yet.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we would have to cover that attack on a different video, man. I mean, I'm not trying to hold you up or anything. We'll just have to do it on a different video, I guess. I still don't have my slammer yet, and that's the only thing holding me up. Otherwise, I would attack.
Okay, let me see here. Have you already tried Captain Nemo?
Yeah, I have. He's quite busy in his own endeavors. He hasn't got back to me yet, but I mean, that's to be expected, to be honest with you. I mean, he's got a family of his own,
of course,
and you know, he works, you know, a normal job as well. Plus, he does all this work, you know, in the clan family here, you know, with all 3 clans. Right. So I mean, he's a busy guy. You know? And
of course, he's actually. And he's also running the Scrappy Academy. I believe he's actually working with the video right now, releasing a new video. Handcrafted, yes, I would love to actually jump into Crazy Hunters. I know it's against the rules, but you know, I've been actually within the family for a couple of you know, you cannot just bring any account into the clan. But for this purpose, or emergency purpose, it could be okay. I could explain myself. But like I said, it's yeah. It would be actually, I mean, that's not an issue. Me could jump in with my main account and actually donating. The issue is about having to explain why did I bring my Town Hall 12 and I did not apply through the Discord server about this one. So yeah, it would be, I would have to do some of course this would create big trouble and big political drama that everybody's like, okay, but if you can do it, why can't I do it? Why can't I bring my base? So no, when you apply with a certain base, and that base is basically stuck with the family unless you decide otherwise and walk away. But like I say, I have been really happy with my Town Hall 9, treated very nicely, so I'm just gonna keep that in there. So but yeah, really good actually opinion. But people are actually welcome to jump out of this clan and actually come to my clan. There's no issues there. It's just actually bringing the base, unannounced bases into the clan itself at Crazy Hunters. So
yeah, most definitely. I mean, I agree. I mean, it's quite an extensive interview process, to be honest with you, to apply with Crazy Hunters and the clan family. I mean, because they don't just want people, jumping in and out and just, really not trying to provide stability for, either the family or the clan that they're in. So, I mean, it's a matter of, politics, but also social, economics that we would have to deal with within the clan family.
Right. Absolutely. Let me just hold just a second. Did you request in a tag under its Crazy Hunters and in the family chat or Crazy Hunters war server?
I can go in the war server, yeah.
Okay, so very good, guys. Very productive actually video that we have done tonight. CT, like I said, I really want to thank him actually for coming on. And I'm not ending the video. It sounds like I'm ending the video, but no, we are not ending the video. We're gonna try to get this last world record here, guys. But like I said, we share the stories how we both actually walked into this clan or this family of Scrappy Kingdom. We actually shared, our experiences and what the motivations are, motivating factors are. Like I say, getting close to Captain Nemo, Echo. I also actually got close to actually clashing Duke, but his point of clashing right now is actually in Rise of Civilization. So I mean, I play that game, but really actually I play most of the games. Clash of Clans is really one of those games that I cannot walk away from. But other games, is actually, I see a potential content for me, guys. So I try to actually, play these games, get good at them, and also create content out of it. Like we had me and Echo gaming, last night. Now it's last night because it's past midnight. We played actually Brawl Stars together, and really we did good. We did really good. So like I say, Brawl Stars is not one of those things I can say I'm really attached to, but like I say, it is a potential as a YouTuber, a fresh YouTuber, to have a content put out there. It's actually a potential for me to actually create more content and have more content on my YouTube channel. So that's why I play multi games. I don't just stay with one game, because like I said, there are many players that do YouTube of Clash of Clans, so sometimes it feels like a little redundant and overdone. So I'm trying to mix and match on my clan on my channel, so people are like, okay, you know what, he has a little bit of everything, So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So, but
yeah, I mean, in the meantime, Shock, I mean, you could probably show some more war attacks from previous wars in the CWL. While we're still waiting, I mean, I've hit up a few contacts to try to get my slammer, but if you do have to go, I mean, I completely understand, man.
No, let's go back to this cookie, man, guys. This is Lisa just absolutely overpowered this one, and this is Town Hall 10 going against the Town Hall 11. Yeah, defenses are actually still Town Hall 10's max defenses, guys, but this one includes the Eagle Artillery. And I believe Infernos are level 2 and level 3, or both of them are level 3. So this is max Town Hall 10 with the exception to the Eagle Artillery. And the bowler's coming in buffed up with a troop spell boost. So now we have a CC of Electro Dragon and a Loon coming out, and of course actually everything funnels so beautifully there, guys. And look, as soon as Town Hall goes down, the troops kind of turn left and right, and the Electro Dragon just doesn't know what to do, guys. He's just like constantly, he's like spinning in circles before he started popping. And of course now they just actually walked him using that, beautifully actually placed that jump spell right there, split the troops back and forth, and man, it's just absolutely awesome. iCookie, or was it iCookie is Lisa or no?
Yeah,
Lisa.
Yep.
So Lisa, like I say, I don't want to call, like I say, I'm still getting used to the names. So but she just knows how to attack. She was playing this game for quite some time, as we have actually, CT and myself. I played nearly 4 years, and I think she's played actually for about same amount of time. So beautifully done right here, guys. Still has actually a couple of more bowlers alive. Queen is actually still halfway on the held, and there's nothing else that stands up besides this. Watch this. Did you miss this earlier? Check it out, man. We got one baby cannon right there, guys. So that's basically what's standing in our way. But beautifully done, man. Beautifully done. So iCookie absolutely actually rocked that one, and man, that's just amazing attack. So as much as Town Hall 9 going against Town Hall 10, this one actually going against Town Hall 11 as a Town Hall 10 really rocked this one. So we have
most definitely. If you also go to the second war, Tony Montana had a great attack on number 5.
Number 5.
He rolls out with that 8 P.E.K.K.A.s and 10 wizard attack.
Oh my gosh, what is this? This is the frozen P.E.K.K.A., isn't it? Part of it, frozen P.E.K.K.A.?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, it is. Go ahead and tell me what you think whenever you see this attack.
So guys, like I say, I'm normally fast kind of attacker, so I don't actually just throws bunch of golems or bunch of P.E.K.K.A.s or bunch of so, but this absolutely as a cleaning and also trying to walk in, guys, oh man, having air troops like that coming out of you is just really scary for me, guys. P.E.K.K.A.s are big troops to actually just kind of miss, but luckily actually the wall wrecker is coming through and kind of busting the walls. P.E.K.K.A.s are going on the outside, so this is my issue, guys. Whenever you have P.E.K.K.A.s, normally they tend to actually walk around instead of going into the center of the base. And I mean, I'm not used to this attack, but I've seen the video of it. Captain Nemo has actually posted it on his YouTube channel, Scrappy Academy, right? And but I would not dare to actually use this attack.
Yeah, I mean, the one huge advantage that you have with this attack is the P.E.K.K.A.s, because they're such a tanky defense. As you can see, half of the base, was just annihilated with these P.E.K.K.A.s, and it's a Town Hall 10, attack strat. Just because he didn't get the 3-star, he still acquired that 2-star with the 8 P.E.K.K.A.s and 10 wizards.
Right.
His heroes came in nicely. The wall wrecker went from one side of the base to the other. It was just a nice executed attack.
Mm-hmm.
He got what we needed. We needed 2 stars, regardless that we lost, that round of the war. But it was still such a nice attack. And I think it should be showcased in that manner. Everybody showcases 3-star attacks. But that's just not reality. Not everybody gets 3-star attacks.
Absolutely. I agree with you, absolutely. Let's actually jump back into this attack that you have done earlier, and you are using your combination of Queen Walk with the El Primos, and so I'll let you work on this one right here.
Okay. Yeah, it takes me about 2.5 minutes on this attack. Basically, I'm trying to look to get that centralized eagle. So I drop that coconut loon with the Queen Walk on the eastern side to ensure that I get the Town Hall. I have to have some cleanup troops to get a few of the buildings to stay underneath that 150 cap for the eagle to be distributed. I get the baby dragon on that northeastern side to do a little bit of cleanup to help my queen out, so it pushes her down south. And it's a struggling attack for me because I'm much with these offset bases with all the air defenses on the north end. The queen ends up walking to the north, which I didn't want. I wanted her to go south. So again, I mean, it shows that I have to improvise on this attack. And while that queen's doing work up there, I'm trying to strategize on what buildings, as far as trash, that I need to clean up. As the queen starts going to the north, I'm like, all right, well, I need to get the siege machine in there. So,
right. Okay, so you're coming right here on the south now. Okay.
Correct. So I dropped the siege in from the south, and I was like, all right, well, as soon as that siege goes in, I need to drop them witches down. Once the witches get down, and I'm like, all right, I need to keep that king going towards, the wrecker. Even though there's air that's coming out of the CC, I still need to maintain that 50%. So as soon as I get close to getting that 50%, I have that electro in the CC to help clear out, their CC, and along with their Inferno Tower. I dropped the bat spell down there to try to help with the defense for that Electro Dragon, because it's very, very slow troop. It doesn't end up doing the work I need it to do. So it ends up dying before that Inferno goes down. Well, I came close to my percent anyways, so I just dropped as many wizards as I could on that western side to at least secure the 2-star. So it was a really sloppy attack, but it went wrong for me from the beginning. It could show, my inexperience, because these guys are much higher level than I am,
right,
when it comes to this. So they really break it down to the square on how they need to attack. And I mean, it just demonstrates that, even if an attack goes wrong, I mean, it can still go right for you in a sense.
Right. Well, like you say, 3 stars is not going to be reality on every attack. So, but when it is done, it is actually really, I mean, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling for the whole clan. It's a good feeling for yourself. But, 2-starring and actually having some really good percentage out there, and your hard work really is actually seen. I mean, when you are trying to do, trying your best, and you spend all this dark elixir, and you're like, okay, nobody just spends dark elixir, or the troops actually, to say, what, I'm just slacking off, so nobody does that. So it's just reality of a 2-3-star attack every time is not going to be happening, because we live in a world where people actually now have a YouTube channels where they build different bases, and there are servers out there that actually build bases, sell bases, that actually prove anti-3-star attacks and stuff like that. So 2-star is actually still accomplishment to, in my, as a clan leader, and also as a person that comes in to another clan, to me, as long as my guys try and ask, actually Handcrafted, he's right here in this channel, chat. But like I say, I expect out of them just to try. As long as they try, that means actually some kind of effort is being actually, been done. And, that's all you can do. I mean, you get better and you actually learn from your mistakes, of course. But being able to improvise in such instances, like you had Queen walking towards the north instead of south, having to quickly change around your whole strategy that you planned out, absolutely proves that you actually have some experience, or really good experience, not some experience, good experience to actually still pull off 2-star attack and be able to actually do it. So, yep, absolutely, I understand your point of view. I mean, it is a frustration, but at the same time, it's worth it, man. I mean, all these attacks are really worth it. It's a really hard-working, clan. Every clan that actually does it. It's a hard-working clan that actually tries to 3-star. So Hayden, let's go and show the Hayden's attack. How are your troops coming, man?
I'm still waiting on a slammer. It looks like everybody's going to sleep. So I'm not sure as to if I'm going to get the siege machine or not. If not, I mean, we can demonstrate it in another video. I mean, no big deal. But Hayden, as far as Hayden goes, I mean, Hayden has been an asset to the family. I mean, I have watched him. I have learned from him. He's really meticulous.
Right.
As you can see, one wizard is taking out that town hall. One wizard. Okay, that's such a use of that troop space. He drops the queen walk in the southern part of the base, and I mean he really gets use out of each troop that he drops. He's not wasteful.
Right.
He's really, like I said, he's really meticulous. You know, another couple wizards filing for that queen walk in the southern end to make sure that she goes straight for those point defenses. Drops that rage, and I mean, goes straight at those archer towers. When you have 3-point defense, when you have 3-point defenses on your queen, you're definitely going to want to have a rage, and he does. He drops that siege machine to tank for his king, so that his king can go into the base along with those Valks. The Valks, as you can see, change direction rapidly. It's almost undescribable on where those Valks are going to go. The queen is basically coming around with them Valks. The CC is going to take out his CC through the wall wrecker with that dragon. But I mean, it doesn't matter. His queen drops all those point defenses on the eastern end, drops a perfectly timed freeze on that single target Inferno to allow his queen to break in and take it out. I mean, it's just so meticulous. The level that these guys are at, you know, is amazing to me. You know, and they take this game very seriously, but they have fun with it. It's not that he, you know, doesn't have fun with it at all. You know what I mean? And, I mean, you cannot complain about an attack like this. I mean, it's a well-executed attack. You know, some things go wrong, yeah, you know, but that's just the way it is. I'm not perfect. I know nobody's perfect. I'm part of being a realist about everything. Right. And it's still a good attack. I don't care who you are. You're not going to 3-star every single base every single time. If you are, you're a machine, you know. I mean, so hence to the Route 66. I mean, you got 66% on that base, you know. I mean, 2-star, you know, as soon as you get over that 50% with Town Hall down, I mean, you know, that's 2 stars. You can't complain. We've had such a mismatch. I mean, everybody's just done their best, and I commend them for it. You know, there's nothing we can do otherwise but just, you know, attack what we can, and hopefully that we get the best results that we can.
True, I agree with you, man. So there you go, guys. Whoever was asking what the level is my clan, well, the clan that I'm sitting in right now, guys, is actually Crazy Hunters level 11. Not just a plain clan, guys. Like I say, you have to apply through a Discord, which is actually the information is down in the description below if you want to be part of this clan or the family. But my home clan, guys, is actually sitting over here at O.KlaN, and I'll show you guys. It's a level 10 clan. I am a leader of that clan right there, as you guys can see. Yeah. And of course, you can see that I'm pulling big weight on donation, guys. I'm been donating like crazy, you know, because I'm the one that it is sitting on top and donating all the troops, especially those wall wreckers right now. And the blimps are actually giving you 30 points per donation, which is actually really tremendous, and, you know, increasing in your you know, XP points, or the points, whatever you want to call it, profile points right there. So I'm sitting at 198 level, which is like, you know, doesn't mean nothing to me, guys, but, you know, it's because of the donations that I do. So anyways, guys, well, I think we're gonna go ahead and actually you know, just looks like everybody called it in tonight. We're gonna go ahead and actually stop this video. So like I said, thank you guys for coming. If you are new to the channel, please do actually subscribe. You know, I'm not begging, I'm just saying, you know, go ahead and do subscribe. Punch the bell button to actually not miss any of my live streams. Besides that, guys, I really appreciate you guys being all here, actually, you know, giving your support to me and also being here throughout the whole month. I mean, what has it been? Whole hour and a half, guys. But you know, I really appreciate you. Check out the previous video without the sound. I know I was playing with the Echo Gaming, some Brawl Stars, guys. So if you want to actually see the previous live stream, you are more than welcome to. But the CT, thank you so much, man, for being here. Thank you for this opportunity to talk to you and actually walk through some strategies, talk about you know, crazy hunters and you know, Kingdom, Scrappy Kingdom family. So I really appreciate you being here, man.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate you having me. I apologize that couldn't get the CC fill on time, but I mean, as we said, I mean, everybody has regular lives. You know, they're not always awake at this time of day, especially in the United States. You know, so yeah. With that being said, I mean, I appreciate you having me, letting me put in my 2 cents, and you know, just keep on rocking it like you are, and you'll be successful. Because you have the passion and the drive. So I mean, just keep at what you're doing, and you know, everything's gonna follow suit for you.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. Like I say, I always say, be good, and Shockwave Hero is out.